Good morning, girls. Let's continue with polynomials. And as I've written on the board, you can see the name. The next topic is remainder theorem. Okay, so we are going to study today what is remainder theorem in polynomials. Before starting the actual method of remainder theorem, I will first discuss with you the various terms which you are familiar with, but let us revise. Okay. Example I would like to take 12 divided by 4. When I divide 12 by 4, I will get 4 threes are 12 and I will write here quotient as 3. This is the quotient. This is the divisor, that is 4, and dividend is 12 and remainder is 0. So we have to use these terms when we are studying the remainder theorem. Okay, so whatever answer we obtain on dividing, that is the quotient. The number which we divide by or divide with, that is the divisor. The number which we are dividing is the dividend, that is 12 here, and whatever we obtain in the end, that is the remainder. Okay, so if any kind of division we carry out, we know what is quotient, we know divisor, dividend and remainder. Okay, you know these terms, so it was just a revision. Now, in the same question, when I divide 12 by 4, I get 3, right? 4 threes are 12. We can write 4 into 3, 12. So you also know what is the meaning of the word factor and what is the meaning of the word multiple. I can say this in two forms, right? That is 4 and 3 are factors of 12, and we can say that 12 is a multiple of 4 and 3. Okay, I repeat, 4 and 3 are factors of 12 and 12 is the multiple of 4 and 3. This is only, we will write a number as a factor only when we get here the remainder 0. You have to keep in mind, when the remainder is 0, then only that number is the factor of the given number. Right? So you know what is remainder, you know what is quotient, you know what is dividend, remainder, factor, multiple. All these terms you have already done before. So now we are going to start with what is the remainder theorem. Now, remainder theorem in polynomials means we can divide one polynomial by the other, right? We can divide one polynomial by the other. Now, if you go back to class 8th, in chapter factorization, we had studied division of the expression by another expression, right? So, same thing we are going to do in the remainder theorem, but by the division process. Okay, so I will take an example. Suppose I take 2x square plus 4x, and we know how to find the common factor for this, right? So the common factor for this is 2x, right? 2 is common and x is common. So therefore, for 2x square plus 4x, 2x is a common factor, and we can write 2x bracket x plus 2, right? So here we can say that 2x is a factor of 2x square plus 4x, as well as x plus 2 is a factor of 2x square plus 4x. Okay, like we discussed in 12, 4 and 3 are factors of 12. 12 is a multiple of 4 and 3. Similarly, we can say here 2x and x plus 2 are factors of 2x square plus 4x. We can also say that 2x square plus 4x is a multiple of 2x and x plus 2. Okay, so we are now going to study actually how we divide one polynomial by the other. Let us take a question. 3x square plus x minus 1 we have to divide it by 1 plus x. Okay, so we are going to divide one polynomial by the other, and this whole process is called the remainder theorem, right? Let us see how do we write division. We write division like this: 3x square plus x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. We write in the standard form. We write the variable first and the constants in the end. So therefore I interchange this and write x plus 1. Okay, so I am going to divide this and I am going to show you how the process or the division continues. So I will write 3x square plus x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Now there are steps in this, and these steps I am going to write here one by one. So you will follow them and you will pay attention to my explanation very nicely, right? So the first motive of the remainder theorem is we have to eliminate these one by one. Then only our division will end. Okay, so how we start? See, x multiplied by what will give you 3x square? X multiplied by what will give you 3x square? 3x. Okay, so I will write here x into 3x is equal to 3x square, right? Then this 1, I will multiply this 1 by 3x, so I will get 3x. So I will write this 3x under x because these are similar terms. So here I write 3x and draw a line. Then you know that in division we subtract the terms. So therefore when we subtract, we will change the sign. You know, when you subtract two polynomials or expressions, we change the sign. Similarly, here also I change the sign. It was plus here and now it becomes minus. It was plus, now minus. Now plus 3x and minus 3x will be cancelled. And plus x minus 3x will give you minus 2x, and I copy down minus 1. Now coming back to the divisor, x multiplied by what will give me minus 2x? X multiplied by minus 2 will give me minus 2x. So I will write here minus 2 minus 2x, 1, this is 1 into minus 2 will give me minus 2. So I will write minus 2 here. Okay, so again we will subtract, change the sign of these terms. Minus will become plus 2x and minus 2 will become plus 2. So I will cancel minus 2x and plus 2x, and minus 1 plus 2 will give me plus 1. So therefore we get the remainder here as 1. So therefore quotient is equal to 3x minus 2 and remainder is equal to 1. Divisor is equal to x plus 1 and dividend is equal to 3x square plus x minus 1. Now we can verify this answer by the formula. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, how do we do that? Divisor is x plus 1, quotient is 3x minus 2 and plus 1 because remainder is 1. X into 3x, 3x square, x into minus 2, minus 2x, 1 into 3x, 3x, minus 2, plus 1. When we solve this, I get here 3x square plus x minus 1. So I come back to the same question what I have got here. So this is how we verify the answer, and how we divide. I have shown you the steps. We write the dividend, look at the divisor, and step by step we go on and complete the division. Okay, so this is one question, and this method, this whole procedure is called remainder theorem. Okay, so using this method you have to complete your exercise 2.3. in which the polynomial is given to you, and you have to find the remainder by dividing one polynomial by the other. Okay, thank you.